local forecast, but right now let's take a peek at some other conditions across the Northeast.
For your choice of conditions.
Hi, I'm Aislinn.
And I'm Emily.
Tonight we're profiling celebrities and their glamorous looks on their way to the Grammy Awards.
Let's take a look.
Jennifer Aniston down the runway.
Looking great as always.
She's rocking it, girl.
What
so beautiful.
Great dress choice.
Here's Miley.
Oh my gosh, she cut her dress.
She still looks good though.
That's
I'm
I
so
wonder if we'll see any
sad.
twerking here on the runway today.
Where are her dreads?
Here's Zendaya.
Oh wow, look how she decided to wear her hair tonight. Looks like she's trying to get back to her ethnic roots.
Looks like she forgot to brush it today.
And sequins, really? Yeah, that dress choice is not on. And here's Taylor Swift.
Wow, great dress choice.
Looking beautiful like she does every night.
So
Oh!
Stealing the show and the red carpet. And here's Selena.
Que bonita.
Ooh, she's looking hot tonight.
I love that dress.
I think you mean caliente.
Ooh, look at her moving those hips.
She can really work it.
Thanks for tuning in to Fashion Police, only on E! News.
Now let's take a look at next week's episode.
I'd really like to address something that is weighing very heavy on my heart. I want to apologize for a comment that I made on last night's Fashion Police about Zendaya's hair.
She has such a tiny frame that this hair to me overwhelms her. Like I feel like she smells like patchouli oil. Or weed. Yeah, maybe weed.
Now, as you know, Fashion Police is a show that pokes fun at celebrities in good spirit, but I do understand that something I said last night did cross the line. I just want everyone to know I didn't intend to hurt anybody, but I've learned it is not my intent that matters, it's the result. And the result is that people are offended, including Zendaya, and that is not okay. Therefore, I want to say to Zendaya and anyone else out there that I have hurt that I am so sincerely sorry. This really has been a learning experience for me. I've learned a lot today. And this incident has taught me to be a lot more aware of cliches and stereotypes, how much damage they can do, and that I am responsible, as we all are, to not perpetuate them further. Thank you for listening.
Please, that's too painful to talk about. It hits me like little needles. Oh.
So you're not good at golf, but you're white.
People of color have to deal with racial microaggressions every single day. So microaggressions are those little unintentional insults that basically see people of color as stereotypes, which got me thinking, what if white people had to deal with racial microaggressions?
So like, where are you from? No, like, where are you really from?
Why don't you have an accent? Like a Swedish accent.
You know, your English is really, really good. It's like I can't even tell you have an accent or anything.
I don't have an accent.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You don't speak Gaelic?
You don't speak German?
Can you say a curse word in European?
You know, like, what does that even mean?
Hey, Connor, you know about NASCAR stuff, right? Can you take a look at this?
Can you teach me how to line dance?
Play the banjo?
Act entitled in the supermarket. I love white food. No real flavor to it. Never an upset tummy.
You're so exotic.
How do you get your hair like that? I love how it's so limp. Ew, why does it feel like that? Oh my God, so it just does that? No, you are really pretty for a white girl.
Your eyes are so round, like this.
You know who you look like? Kenny Chesney. Zach Braff.
Emma Stone.
Rachel Maddow.
My friend Chad. Maybe you know him, because he's white too.
No, Emma Watson.
Not Macklemore. What's the other guy?
No, is it Emma Thompson?
It's CHAD, like Chad.
One of the Emmas. You look like an Emma.
You know who you look like? I bet you hear this all the time. Jeffrey Dahmer. How does it feel to be the token white guy in the office? Hey, Connor, can we get a white perspective on this? I love everything about white culture. You guys are like so fun. What do you mean you don't listen to Creed? You're white.
You've never tried meth. But you're white.
You don't act like a normal white person.
You're not really white, though.
You're not really white. I'm whiter than you are. So, did all your ancestors own slaves?
No, but of course he wishes that he could still own slaves. That's a part of his culture.
Bryce, back me up on this one. The thing you have to understand about white culture is that white people are...
No, I went to an historically white college, so
okay,
I know about
but
white culture.
I backpacked in Europe.
Make carrot and celery sticks. Turn cabbage into coleslaw or health salad. Roll
Back to present ancient Chinese pantomime, just for fun of it, Jello tonight. Back to present small Chinese type baby waiting for dessert. Chinese mother bling baby Jello, famous Western delicacy. Poor Chinese baby. He unable to tell if this Jello is strawberry, raspberry, jelly, orange, lemon, lime, apple, black raspberry, black cherry, or grape. Jello come in all 10 flavors. Poor Chinese baby. But Chinese mother bling baby, great Western invention. Spoon. Spoon was invented for eating Jello. Baby find this is grape Jello. Deep, dark, delicious new flavor. Chinese baby very happy. So end ancient Chinese pantomime. Is pretty good commercial, no?
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hartley. I'm a freshman at CC, and I'm white.
I'm Chris Harding. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm a senior here at Colorado College. I'm 23 years old, and I'm white.
My name is Rain Kennedy. I'm a sophomore here at Colorado College, and I'm white.
I would say being white just means I never really feel out of place. Wherever I'm at, I always feel comfortable.
Associating with a white culture is, and historically has been, a negative thing, especially in the United States, where there's been a rather prolonged history of oppression by the white race, of other races, and minorities in general. So identifying as part of a white culture isn't something that a lot of people will openly say or even openly associate with. That said, it would be false to say that there isn't a white culture and that it doesn't mean anything to be white, because even though skin color is only flesh deep, there's a long history and there's institutions predicated on your skin color and how you identify.
I think being white means that you have certain privileges, because we live in a society where, in America, white people have been traditionally privileged over other groups, and being white means that regardless of your socioeconomic background, regardless of any other factors, you start out in life with a head start, and you kind of have to reconcile with that.
I would say whiteness looks like rich, male, Christian even. Just that's my idea of whiteness, I guess.
I think whiteness, it's almost a joke oftentimes, especially among people our age, younger individuals in their late teens, early 20s, where if you see someone dancing and they don't have any moves, they're identified as white. White people don't have ups. White people are oftentimes seen as almost clumsy, and it's a stereotype, just as there's these false stereotypes that all people who are African American are extremely good athletes, all people who are Asian are extremely good students. And it's partially, I think, a product of people being self-deprecating and acknowledging the fact that as a race, there has been white, sort of, again, quote, quote, superiority for a long period of time. And now it's started to look back and say, okay, that was pretty bad, so let's make fun of ourselves a little bit. Let's try to even the playing field, but it's not in a sophisticated way.
I don't like to say it, but I think it has to do with the color of your skin, your features. You know, it has to do with looking a certain way, like a way, you know, like looking traditionally European. Like, I'm a ginger, I'm very obviously white. But I think whiteness is also like recognizing that you're part of a certain group, like a group that's had historical advantages, and obviously like that's not a good thing. Like we shouldn't have had historical advantages, but that's the society we live in. And so you kind of, if you are white, you have to recognize that you've had privilege. I think CC has a big problem with diversity. I don't think we have enough diversity here. I think that for some reason we have a lot of white kids here who feel incredibly privileged and feel like they have to go out and are very hostile and make this a really hostile environment for minority kids. You know, like for example, I took a poli-sci class here with one of my friends who's African American, and the teacher consistently made microaggressions about her, like looking at her whenever he started talking about minorities, or kind of like making comments, like overly praising her when she did something well, like he was surprised. And that made her really uncomfortable. It made the whole class uncomfortable, and it just made like a hostile environment. So I think that until CC can have more diversity and until we're a more inclusive environment, like, sorry to have to ask people to be decent on this campus, but I think that's something that does need to happen.
Oftentimes, CC will use diversity or say that we're a very diverse community, and in doing so, will kind of not put people up on a pedestal, but use minorities as a token, and sort of separate them from who they are, and just say this person is a minority, so we're really, really diverse, when that's not their personality, that's not who they are, and that might not be who they identify as. So oftentimes it can just be sort of a veneer that CC applies to a whole group of people, and it can provide, especially in my experience, it can provide it's not a genuine portrayal of what CC is and what it means to be diverse on the CC campus. It's not just you hail from a different place, which is really, really cool. I love the fact that there are so many people here from so many different areas of the world and have so many different life experiences. That is awesome about CC. There is a lot of diversity there. It's also to say that, you know, diversity is limited to your skin color. I think there is a wide variety of diverse white students here. I think there's a wide variety of diverse Asian students. I think there's a wide variety of diverse just minorities in general. And to try to put that down as a number on the admissions, especially the admissions information, is not doing justice to how cool and diverse CC is.
Well, in my personal experience, like where I live in the dormitories, I'm exposed to a lot of minority groups, but I would say that CC as a whole is probably not as diverse as they want to make it out to be. I just feel like when I do walk around and see people that I don't know, the majority of the time, it's mostly white kids. To a degree, I would say yes. Outside of the monetary aspect, yeah.
I don't know if I fit into that traditional model. You know, I come from Lafayette, Colorado. My mom's a single mom. She's an elementary school teacher. You know, I haven't had like the same life of privilege as a lot of kids here. You know, I don't go skiing every weekend. And I think that's like a really valuable perspective, but I think even though I don't like to think about myself like that, I'm still benefited by being white on this campus. You know, even if like you look at me and you look at, you know, I have a friend who actually is in like a similar situation as me, but she's not white. And I think even if you put both of us next to each other, you know, and unfortunately, like, I'm still privileged over her because I'm white. So while, like, I don't really think I fit as much into, like, the whiteness on campus, I still benefit from it.
I don't really have a firm grasp on exactly what white privilege entails, but I would say that it's mostly just about feeling that sense of comfort that I talked about wherever you're at. Feeling that you have the opportunities to do whatever you really want to do in most areas. The main thing that I think of when I think of it is like just interactions with authority. It seems like if you're white, it's a lot easier to interact with like the cops or even like the faculty. I would say absolutely, yeah. Like, especially when I'm interacting with other white people, there's assumptions there that I would share the same experiences that they have, that I would have that, especially at CC, like, I have the opportunities to go skiing every weekend if I want to, or just fly home if I'm feeling like it. As a whole, the aspects of whiteness are just grouped together, and because I have a few of them, it's assumed that I have all of those aspects.
Fundamentally, the deck of cards I was given was very kind in terms of being a white male from the East Coast. And it is difficult at times to separate myself from that perception, even though it's a positive one. And it's especially difficult because it's such a positive one. Because why would I want to sort of change that perception? When I'm judged as being white, it's more often than not a good thing. And that it doesn't have any negative ramifications for me. But it's something that I would like to see change in the fact that there is no set reaction for skin color or for who you are on the outside.
Yeah, I think people make good assumptions about me. Like, when people look at me, you know, they see a white female. You know, I'm not seen as a threat. I'm seen as, you know, like, I'm given an advantage because I look white. You know, if I walk into a police station, I don't have to feel afraid that the police are going to accuse me of, like, selling drugs or are going to, like, try to pull me over because I look a certain way. And so that's a really big advantage of being white in this country. You know, I have the advantage, like, I can walk down the street without having to feel afraid, which I know is something a lot of my friends who aren't white do.
So it's time to bring in Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host and a Fox News contributor, and Giano, I hope I said that right, Giano. Did I? Caldwell?
Giano, yes, you are. That's
fantastic. Correct. Principal and founder of Caldwell Strategic Consulting. He's also a former Republican County Director of African American Outreach in the state of Illinois. Great to have the both of you today. So here's what I wanted to start on. I wanted to start on something that Donald Trump said last night during his victory press conference, where it really caught my attention because he said, look, I really am going to go out there as a GOPer and I'm going to go for the African American vote. Let's listen to it.
We're going to do great with the African Americans. And you see that in the polls, where I had one poll where I'm 25%. And one of the commentators, who I think is standing right in the back of the room in the corner, said, you know, if Donald Trump gets 25% of the African American vote, this election is over. You watch. And the reason I'm getting that, and I'm going to do great with the Hispanics, I'm going to do great with virtually every group. The reason is I'm going to bring jobs back.
So, Giano, do you agree with that? Will Donald Trump do better than maybe anyone else on the GOP side as far as getting the African American vote?
Well, first, let me clear up some confusion, because there seemed to be some confusion in terms of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not racist. He has black friends. He's in good shape. Now, in terms of poll numbers, yes, the numbers that he quoted, some have disputed those. The Washington Post had him at 24% in a poll referencing a CNN poll. There's been other polls that have talked about him being in the 20-something percentile. Additionally, when it comes to policy and rhetoric, a number of African Americans happen to agree with him on some of his rhetoric, specifically immigration.
This is Jeopardy!
Hello and welcome to Jeopardy! I'm your host, Alex Trebek. Let's meet our contestant. Student from Breckenridge, Colorado, Emily Carlson. More from Denver, Colorado, Aislinn Perkins. Finally, a college freshman from San Francisco, California, Liana Moore Butler. Our first question goes to Emily. Emily, pick a category.
Let's do U.S. history for 10.
This 19th century leader is known for his influential and particularly violent role in preserving Native American culture.
Who is Andrew Jackson?
Incorrect.
Who is Sitting Bull?
Yes, the correct answer is Sitting Bull. Andrew Jackson did not fight for Native American rights. He killed a shitload of Native Americans. Our next category goes to Ace. Pick a question.
Let's do political leaders for 30, Alex.
This famous abolitionist is remembered for his complete dedication to total racial equality in America.
Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Incorrect.
Who is Frederick Douglass?
That is correct. Frederick Douglass is the right answer. Although Abraham Lincoln did abolish slavery, he did not fight for equal opportunity for all races. Next question goes to Emily.
Let's do political leaders for 40.
According to Dr. Ricky Jones, this American is one of the greatest black leaders and activists of our time.
Who is Ben Carson?
Incorrect.
Who is Barack Obama?
Incorrect.
Who is Cynthia McKinney?
Correct, Cynthia McKinney. And the next question goes to Liana.
I'm feeling adventurous. Let's do pop culture for 50 points.
This person is known for making cornrows famous in America today.
Who's Kylie Jenner?
No, not Kylie Jenner. Black people have had cornrows for a long ass time. All right, the next question goes back to Liana.
I'll take places for 20 points.
This place is known for its complete racial equality and cultural acceptance.
What is Hollywood?
Incorrect.
What is Colorado College?
Incorrect. There is nowhere in the world that has achieved complete racial equality. The next question goes back to Liana.
I'll take icebreakers and shit for 30 points.
All right. This professor, employed by Colorado College, is known among his students for being intelligent, attractive, super buff, and for always skipping leg day.
Who is Jamal Ratchford?
Incorrect. While that is mostly true about Jamal Ratchford, he does not meet the qualification for handsome. The correct answer is Dennis Showalter.
But how you take it off.
Introducing new prison.
New details have emerged describing a plane hijacker who has killed millions.
Please don't be white. Please don't be white. Please don't be white. For the love of God, please don't be white.
Yes, kale today. I love kale so much. Oh no, can't let them see me eat kale. They're gonna think I'm so white.
Damn it, now airport security is gonna think I'm some kind of terrorist just because I happen to be white.
He was spotted wearing a plaid shirt and glasses before entering the plane.
Really, dude? Now I have to give up plaid too? I'm Alex, it's my first day.
Hey, Alex. All right, well, I'm Kwesi.
Kwesi?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Freddie.
Freddie, great to meet you guys. Awesome, I can't wait to start.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh, my parents are the worst giving me this basic-ass white name. Who names their kid Alex anymore, anyway? People are gonna think I'm so white before they even get to know me. Man, I'm sick of this. These f***ed-up white guys need to stop messing it up for the rest of us. God. Maybe I should come up with a different name, like, Ronald. No, that's pretty white.
Hey, we're gonna get pumpkin spice lattes. Let us know if you want one.
Did they offer me a pumpkin spice latte because I'm white? Or were they just being considerate?
OMG. No effing way. You have to try pumpkin bread. It's the best in the world. I love it. Cool. Damn it, Lauren. That OMG was way over the top. Now she's going to think you're a basic white bitch.
And if I do want a pumpkin spice latte, will I look like a stereotype?
Congratulations.
Wow, I'm the only white person in this room again. I hope they don't think I got this job just because I'm white.
What do you think?
They added Everybody Hates Chris to Hulu.
What?
Yes, we can see it whatever now.
So good. How do they know about the same stuff? Why did I grow up in such a white neighborhood? I can't relate to anything they're saying.
Do you guys ever watch Frasier? It's also on Hulu.
What was that look? Is my music too white?
No, it's American. It's American.
Oh, cool.
Is it more like a white-oriented comedy?
I knew Miley would be too much. What about T Swift? Why is my music so white?
Nope.
Ooh.
If another person tells me how much they love my mashed potato colored skin. Oh, cauliflower. Well, that's a new one.